So
Zach's gonna like this one.
Yeah, I got one chance. I stopped by and I saw Rusted Moss. Because Zach made me do it, and
from afar.
Yeah, I mean it was a neat game. So it's interesting because it's a dev team of 3. The main coder is Norwegian, I want to say. I didn't write that part down, but I should have.
What's your ethnicity? What's your
No, I mean it's mostly interesting because like they're all they know each other from game jams only. They basically only ever worked remotely with each other. Person who's here at the show is in New York, and that's the reason why she was able to come.
Was she the one in the cosplay of the main character?
Yeah, and so she's cosplaying as the main character.
Cool. That's right. Yeah, that was her.
And the dude from Norway is just like he just loves to make things, and like making a game to sell has always been secondary. And so that that story of kind of how they came together, and the reluctance to want to make he's released things on Steam, but never for the purpose of trying to sell a game on Steam. If that makes difference, if that makes sense, the dichotomy between those
loving making shit.
Yeah, he just likes to make something. It's like he'll learn how to create the physics for the purpose of knowing how to make a physics element. And so that was the main draw of Rusted Moss, which is at least the one power up that you get in the demo is a grappling hook gun, except the grappling hook is a bungee cord, and your momentum determines whether like the actual relative force of the cord. So if you just walk off a ledge, shoot the tether, and then bounce up, you might not bounce far enough unless you actually jump off the ledge.
Oh, wow.
Then tether.
You like build that inertia.
Yeah, so like if you don't have enough inertia to pull down the bungee cord, like it is that minute. If you don't jump, if you don't jump off the edge, you will just literally just fall. Like you'll bounce back, but you won't get to the edge. Heather who's the person there, made a really big point about the fact that they don't have a double jump in the game. So it's literally just if you cannot figure out the physics, you're probably not going to enjoy the game very much. She didn't say that.
Good.
That's my interpretation.
That's cool.
It's one of those games where it's built so specifically, but it's built with intent and well. For the people that it's their shit, they're gonna be like, this is like one of the best games of this type that's ever been. Like this is my guess of how it's gonna go. And for a lot of the people that don't like that kind of thing, they're going to be like, "This sucks," and I don't like it. At least that's my guess. I mean, there's a lot of things that have come out that are really similar to it, but it's one of those things where, like, because it's computer physics, so physics based, it's also really easy to break if you know exactly how the physics in the game work.
Even better.
But people and speedrunners love that kind of shit. So. I highly doubt that it is going to fail to find a niche. There are going to be people that love that game, and now on top of everything else, I think it looks great. It is kind of a pixel lo-fi, but it has spirit and it has a lot of life to it at the same time.
It has robots in it too.
It does have robots, and it has fairies. So like the ethos of the game is that like humans built up a dome to try and keep the fairies and the fae out, and they're coming back whether the humans want it or not. And I think you play as like a halfling or something along those lines, and you're like, fuck the people. It's fairy time, and that's kind of like
nice.
and you have a gun. I don't.
Sweet.
The gun part was the only thing that I was like, why not have a gun? I guess. And
it's a video game.
It is a video game.
Excellent.
I specifically wrote down no double jump. They make a big point about it. So Zach,
that's really cool.
The one thing is that if you get the fastest speed run, they have like a climbing speed run. That's the only way to win the crochet doll. If you saw one that,
that's so cool. Yeah.
I am not going to get it. I'm sorry. So they're. It was funny because as I was doing the demo, a dude walks up and he's like, he has been literally mainlining the Steam demo to get like high fast times on the climb. And I'm like, okay. At first I stepped up. Only one person's even gotten, like, there's an actual finish line. Only one person so far has even gotten there. This is, of course, midday on Friday. So we still got plenty of time left. But then when I heard that, like, when somebody's walking up and be like, oh yeah,
I've played it 400 times.
Yeah, I've been playing hours of the demo. I'm like, okay, well, I wanted to get this for Zach, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Zach.
I wanted to get you cool swag, but it's just
before he got up there, I ran into Taylor and he says, like, they're doing a speed run thing. Get it, I'm gonna get this thing.
Yeah. And then when I realized that the competition was actually going to be fierce, I just kind of bowed out.
Wow! In the face of adversity, you just back down.
Listen, I'm okay with adversity if I have enough time to do it. When I realize that people have significant advantages over me, I'm like, yeah, it's all right.
It's a time advantage.
I call this pragmatism, but you know.
Someone's hoping to pay off their PAX visit by winning this thing.
Anyway, but yeah, so that was my C.